If you're an OnlyFans creator who has not got these 5 things implemented, I can guarantee you are leaving so much money on the table. In today's video, I'm going to go over what these 5 things are, how it's affecting your business by not having them implemented, and how you can actually go and implement them yourself. If you don't know who I am already, my name is Dylan. I help creators like yourself solve everyday issues, while at the same time stop you from making stupid mistakes which cost you money. Straight into the video, and number 1 is niche. The reason niche is important is because it separates you from everyone else. If you're separated from everyone else, it gives you less people to actually compete against. And when I talk about niche, I'm not so much talking about the generic ones like cleaning, cooking, all that generic stuff. I'm talking about stuff like unexposed sports. Same with films and different genres. They've got to be unexposed. Unexposed meaning no one else is doing them and it's a market of one. If no one else is doing it, that means you can actually take it over yourself, and that's all of your money to be made. It's not compulsory to have a niche, but if you do have a good one, you could stand out 10 times more than someone who does something generic. Our biggest successes have come from taking over markets that no one else is doing and no one else have actually tried before. When you're picking a niche, you can also go off your hobbies, interests, talent, something you actually enjoy doing, as long as it is male orientated. Obviously, your target audience is males, so you need to create content for that type of person, for them to actually enjoy it, and for more of that type of person to actually come and watch and to subscribe. What I'd recommend if you haven't actually got that is look at one of the unexposed markets, such as sport. There's so many you could pick from, like, for example, off the top of my head, American football. I don't know any UK creator who's actually doing this so far. So this is something you could go and implement it, and then you'd have that market to yourself. Even if you don't enjoy it, you'll enjoy it once the money comes in. Number 2 is trial reels. Oh, I can't believe how many people are not actually implementing trial reels. If you've got winners on your page, you need to be reproducing these and reskinning them to put on trial reels. If you've got 1 winner on your main, this could be 10, 20 winners on trial reels. You've got to keep pushing the content that is working through trial reels. If you're not posting 10 trial reels minimum per day, you're going to get left behind. When posting trial reels, I'd recommend posting between 10 and 20. More than that can get you flagged for spam, and less than that, you're not really going to be competing. If you're not posting any, get posting today, because you are leaving so much money on the table. The good thing about trial reels is the fact none of these people are actually your viewers. They're all a new audience. All these new eyes are going to be seeing you, and they're all potential subs who could be potential spenders. So make sure you are pushing out the trial reels. Number 3 is to do with the actual OF page itself, and that is turning on auto follow. Auto follow has got to be on, and auto unfollow when subscription ends, that's got to be off. These have got to be done. The reason being, you've got to keep that subscription and that person open to sell to. On other social medias, you might want your followers to be higher than your following, but you can't think like that in this case. No one sees it. You need to keep this person open to sell to. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they're not subscribing, because they're not going to see your page, but you can sell to them. That's how you make your money, is selling to these people. So why would you just want to chuck away a potential spender just because he's not subscribing for $3? You could pay your subscription plus a lot more in one message. You could pay 300, 1,000 times the subscription price just by keeping that open. This is what the setting is supposed to look like. Number 4 is tracking data. If you are not tracking data, you are basically lost, because you are not going to know what to post next. You should have some sort of system in place so you know where you're posting and you're actually testing. For example, you could have 4 different video types, like what we've done in a previous video with the content wheel. For example, you could do skits, Snapchat, token heads, and a meal. And then you're going to be testing. So you'd have 10 videos for each, for example. And this is when you get your data, because after you've posted them all, you then have some sort of spreadsheet, and you could look at that and you'd be like, right, this is working, this is working, this is working, this isn't. So you get rid of this, and then double down on these. So please, please, please track your data, because otherwise you're not going to know what to post and why it's actually gone viral. When tracking data as well, you can also track your hooks. You can also implement this through trial reels, so you can test different hooks. You've got to track data to actually be able to succeed in this game. That then brings us nicely into number 5, which is when you find something that works, double down and multiply. If you found something that works, you have found something that works. So go ham on it. This might not work in a week's time or a month's time. smash it out while you can and make the most out of it. Get as many different versions of that and just push it through. You can also do this with trial reels. Smash, 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 and then your views will exponentially increase. Obviously, that brings the traffic in, your money exponentially increases as well. It's just got to be done. Make sure to multiply when something works. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment and a like. Any feedback is much appreciated. I can then go and make more videos. If you also want any other additional help, you can give me a text on Instagram. That's below in the description. Apart from that, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.